Hello everybody, Grey Wolf here, and welcome back to another video. So, Free Zap Harlowe. Let's get right into it. So, Free Zap Harlowe is a build that is centered around the I got SMG and the Field Scientist class mod. Field Scientist class mod reads whenever Harlowe shocks an enemy, she automatically entangles and irradiates that enemy. So, what does that mean? Oh my god is shock element. Let's just show you. Then we're going to put this up, we're going to fire. Now, if you look, you're going to see the irradiation bonus. The radiation bonus is quite substantial when you're holding down the trigger with the Oh My God SMG. Very, very good. Very, very consistent damage, I would say. So that's basically the basis of the build right there. You fire the Oh My God, you're going to get irradiation damage. The irradiate part is going to cause a little bit of an explosion, and it does substantial damage. If we look at our skill tree, we're going to go 5 out of 5 in momentum for the added crit damage bonus. Neutron Decay. Whenever Harlowe irradiates an enemy, she gains increased gun damage, and this effect stacks. So this will be a total of 50% gun damage, and this will be on most of the time because when you hold down the trigger at the Oh My God, you're going to be reprocking this the entire time. So you'll pretty much have 100% uptime with this. So the Oh My God reads, whenever energy shield is active, grants 50% damage by consuming the shield's energy instead of ammo. That's good. When overshield is also active, energy shield will not deplete. So we're going to be taking creative overflow for the added gun damage based on her overshield. The more overshield she has, the bigger the bonus. So there's a little synergy going on with the overshield being up almost all the time due to distribution function. Whenever Harlow's action skill damages an enemy, restore a portion of her alloy's shield capacity. If the shields are full, gain overshield instead. Well, when this is up and around you, along with entanglement, you're going to be getting action skill damage almost the whole time that you fire your weapon. So the overshield is going to regenerate as you fire your weapon. Pretty self-explanatory, right? So oh, of course you'd freeze when I'm recording a video. Way to go, computer. Way to go. Oh, I guess me and everybody else in the world. Oh, there we go. Nuclear winter. Take a nuclear winter as our augment because of the added cryo damage you get when the bubble from group study is around you. Now I'll explain why in a second. Unless you haven't figured that out from the title of the video, Freeze Zap Harlowe. Why is it Freeze Zap? We will go over that in 1 second. So just to cover the other bases of the skills in the green tree, Confirmation of Reality is to get your action skill back as soon as it goes down, and then 3 out of 5 in Decoherence because we need bossing damage. This build is an absolute beast when it comes to mobbing. When it comes to bossing, it's decent. It does pretty good. It'll take care of 98% of all the bosses in the game. It's just not going to melt them in 2 seconds, but it's quite effective, and decoherence definitely helps with that. So the blue tree, just in a side note, I really hope Gearbox reworks some of the stuff in the blue tree because I actually really enjoy the blue tree. It's just a lot of her really, really strong skills are at the bottom, and they require, a lot of cryo damage, stuff like that. Kill skills, stun lock's really good. But anyways, I digress. Let's get back to the build. That was my ADHD going off. So 5 out of 5 in parallel circuit for the added gun damage. 2 out of 1. We get 1 from our class mod, put another one in it, which is really cool because originally if you just put 1 in ripple effect, you only spread the entanglement to 1 enemy, but if you put 2, it spreads it to 3. So we get +4 from our class mod and periodic table flip, and then we're going to max it out for the added elemental damage. I went the elemental damage route for this build because we're using 3 different elements pretty much at the same time, and all of them get a decent boost from the class mod, because I took elemental damage on the class mod, and then I got elemental damage here, and then the cryo effectiveness, the cryo effectiveness, can't speak, is going to play well with this stuff down here. So we took 3 out of 5 in unstable isotope. Kill skill, very, very good for mobbing when it comes to bossing, unless there's enemies around. Obviously, it falls off a little bit, but the added cryo damage source is really good for freezing enemies. So flash freeze. Flash freeze whenever Harlowe deals cryo damage with an action skill, which you're going to get that with nuclear winter with the bonus cryo damage from this. It gains a 30% chance to freeze enemies. Now, with the insane fire rate you're going to get from your enhancement bonus and also from group study and the decent fire rate that you get from the oh my god, you're going to be freezing enemies all the time. To round off this tree, so keep ice on that. So it says all cryo damage deals lifesteal, get health. When health's full, gain overshield. This plays into the whole having to keep your overshield up to feed into the oh my god. So that's pretty much it for that. For our specializations, so I've only got level 77, which is it's okay, I guess. It's not as high as some other people's, but so we went down here, got rid of you this for the added gun damage. Now the added gun damage is good for the obvious things like your gun, duh. But also, I am a gun. Action skill damage is now going to benefit from increases to gun. So this is actually going to feed into nuclear winter as well. Nuclear winter, where is it? There it is. Nuclear winter is going to get that action skill damage bonus. So compounding afflictions, in case people didn't know, it says enemies take increased damage for each status effect applied to them. Now, the only time that you're actually going to get this bonus, because it's currently bugged, is if you apply shock dots. So let's go back to this thing. Shock. This is going to apply shock dots. Why is it going to apply shock dots effectively, other than the crazy fire rate? Contamination. Critical hits grant increased status effect application chance. So this, with excited state, you're going to have 100% status effect application chance. Now this stacks up to 50 times, I believe, for an extra 50% damage taken. So that's pretty much my specializations tree. So the dots and everything are going to play into the extra damage bonus you get, and so on and so forth. So basically, that's about it. Let me go ahead and go over a couple other things here. So right here, you could take any grenade you want. I kind of just threw the bottle lightning in there because sometimes, like when your action skill down, you could fire all 3 of these orbs off and you'll actually get your action skill back pretty quickly. It's really up to you what you want to use with this right here. Uh, this I had on for bossing, but there's a couple other things too. You could use like the kill spring. The kill spring's really good in slot and stuff like that. Watts for dinner. This is pretty brainless, pretty self-explanatory when it comes to this stuff. It's the best shield in the game. I actually use it for the siphon damage, or I mean, excuse me, the overshield you get from siphon, and then you get extra bonus shock damage. You get the amp. Your energy shield's going to be up most of the time, so you will be getting amp quite a bit, extra 100% gun damage. So that's that. Bullets to spare, so took 3 out of 3 in this because the fire rate at the bottom, the gun fire rate is increased by 50% of your gun mag size. That is quite a substantial increase, uh, especially because you get an extra mag size from this. And I actually found a legendary enhancement with SMG mag size as well. Going to be getting quite a bit from this, a little bit of extra fire rate, a little bit of extra accuracy. Don't really need it, but the gun critical hit damage is good because you'll get this from excited state as well. But like, if you wanted to use something different from the super soldier works okay. If you want to go the fireworks, you could, but you don't necessarily have to. But that's pretty much it for the setup. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and that's pretty much it. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.